You're driven to build money skills, wealth engines, and a life that fits your values. Let's get to work. 25 ways to protect your money from coming high inflation. Prices rising faster than paychecks is stressful, but panic won't help, a plan will. This is not financial advice. This video is meant only for educational purpose. You should arrange a qualified financial advisor to assist you with your financial affairs. You'll hear 25 simple, realistic moves that regular people can run without fancy tools. Here are 25 ways to protect your money from coming high inflation. Way 1. Build a cash buffer so surprises don't force bad choices. Keep a multi-month cushion for essentials in a safe, liquid place. A buffer is not an investment, it is a shock absorber that buys you time and better decisions. Way 2. Automate paying yourself first so saving happens even on busy weeks. Set a small, steady transfer on each payday and review it monthly. Ratcheting up slowly beats grand promises that fade. Way 3. Lower expensive debt because interest is inflation's cousin. Auto-pay minimums on everything, pick one target balance, and send a small extra payment on a schedule. Every rate you reduce and every balance you shrink cuts future pressure. Way 4. Prefer predictability where it matters. Where sensible, choose cost structures that reduce surprise spikes in critical bills. Stability protects your planning brain when headlines get loud. Way 5. Audit recurring expenses like a CFO. Cancel the forgettable, renegotiate the negotiable, and downgrade what you barely use. Freeing even a little cash each month strengthens your cushion and speeds up your goals. Way 6. Index your budget to reality. Update category targets monthly, not yearly, and let the math tell you where prices are biting. Cut gently in low-joy areas first, keep a small fun line to avoid rebound splurges. Way 7. Shop like a supply manager, not a tourist. Stock non-perishables you always use when they're genuinely discounted, and rotate inventory. Waste is the most expensive item in any pantry. Way 8. Upgrade energy efficiency where the payback is short. Seal drafts, fix leaks, and tune appliances that run daily. Lowering variable costs is a permanent raise you give yourself. Way 9. Protect against ruin, not every risk. Right-sized insurance for big shocks lets you invest and plan with a cooler head. Small deductibles on small risks are often false comfort. Way 10. Diversify across productive assets so pricing power can work for you over time. Own pieces of enterprises that sell useful things and can pass through some costs. Diversification is humility made practical. Way 11. Understand inflation-linked instruments exist. Some government bonds adjust with official inflation measures, which can cushion purchasing power. Know the trade-offs and how they fit in a broader mix before you use them. Way 12. Real assets can balance a portfolio. Exposure to things tied to buildings, infrastructure, or commodities can behave differently when prices rise. Spreads and time horizons matter. Patience is part of the design. Way 13. Keep contributions steady through noise. Automate investing and check on a schedule you decide in advance, not when your feed demands attention. Consistency often beats cleverness during messy cycles. Way 14. Trim fees wherever you can. High costs compound against you, especially when inflation already nibbles at returns. Ask, what am I paying, and for what edge, and demand a clear answer. Way 15. Build income that adjusts. Negotiate pay with receipts, learn skills that command premiums, and ship small services people buy even in tough times. Income agility is the most powerful hedge most people have. Way 16. Avoid lifestyle creep during raises or windfalls. As income grows, increase savings first and let spending rise slowly, if at all. Anchoring fixed costs low keeps you flexible later. Way 17. Use simple spending rules to break impulse loops. Wait a day before non-essential buys and remove one-click options where you overspend. Friction is a friend when the goal is control. Way 18. Keep dry powder for opportunity. A modest, clearly labeled opportunity jar lets you act when good assets go on sale. Money with a mission prevents random splurges. Way 19. Match currency to life. If you earn and spend in different currencies, understand how swings can help or hurt you. Keep it simple, reduce unnecessary mismatches, and know your exposures. Way 20. Guard your identity and accounts. Turn on two-factor authentication, use a password manager, and set alerts for unusual activity. Inflation is hard enough, fraud turns hard into miserable. Way 21. Write a small job loss playbook before you need it. Know your minimum monthly number, the order you would trim, and the first 3 calls you would make. Practice beats panic when days matter. Way 22. Strengthen your circle. Share tools, swap skills, and buy in bulk with trusted people. Community lowers costs and raises odds of finding work or clients. Way 23. Track your personal inflation, not just the headlines. Watch the categories you actually use and act where the pain is highest. Data you trust calms the mind and improves choices. Way 24. Simplify, then optimize. Make your money map clear, accounts, bills, contributions, then look for small improvements. You can't optimize clutter, you can optimize clarity. Way 25. Protect your attention. Set a money check on a routine schedule and stop doom scrolling between those times. Your focus is a scarce asset, spend it on actions, not anxiety. Let's stitch these moves into a weekly rhythm you can keep. Pick 1 hour a week for a calm review, balances, bills due, transfers confirmed, 1 improvement. Use the same checklist each time so you can run it even on a tired day. Choose 1 habit to install this month, either raise your automated saving a notch, or kill 1 forgettable subscription, or negotiate 1 bill. Small wins compound faster than sporadic heroics. If inflation picks up, you already have the belt tightened where it doesn't hurt and the slack ready where it matters. You won't need perfect predictions, you will have a sturdy process. Remember the 3 anchors: liquidity for shocks, low drag on costs, and steady ownership of productive assets. Remember the 3 levers: income that can adjust, spending that listens to reality, and attention that stays on schedule. Remember the 3 safeguards: identity security, insurance for ruin, and a community that shares information and opportunity. This plan is boring by design because boring is bankable when prices jump around. You will not control the headlines, you will control your habits. You will not guess every turn, you will show up every week and steer. Think of this like weatherproofing a house. Seal the obvious gaps, set up drainage, and keep a toolkit near the door. Storms pass, homes that were prepped stay standing. Before we close, choose your first 3 moves. Set 1 small automatic transfer. Cancel 1 forgettable subscription. Schedule your weekly money hour on your calendar. Open slots for the next 3 months so you never negotiate with yourself. Tell 1 trusted person what you are doing and ask them what simple move they will run to. Shared momentum is easier to keep. When prices feel like quicksand, your plan will be the solid plank under your feet. When fear pushes you toward flashy promises, come back to these quiet fundamentals. Protect the downside. Let upside take the time it needs. Keep your costs low, your cash ready, and your effort steady. That's how everyday people protect their money in choppy seasons. And if the storm is milder than expected, you will still be stronger, leaner, and more in control. Run the plan this week. Let your results, not your worries, do the talking. Subscribe and hit the like button. Share this with someone building alongside you, and join the free newsletter at driven.co. See you in the next one. Stay driven.